for the gun laws amendments. Perpetrators will feel stiffer penalties. While it's not the be all and end all to solve gun crimes in this nation, it's surely a step in the right direction. Some parents must uphold us, the children, in criminality, but teach us to seize the opportunities to advance with skills and studies, to forsake bad company, and this advice never ignore.
Listen all day, every day on your favorite streaming platform, the Clean Fresh Sound. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
We are back with more talk time here on Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna. Remember that you are free to call us. Of course, you can pick up your phones and you can dial 457-9997 and you can be a part of our discussions. You can get us on WhatsApp with that number. You can also get us on our landline. We really like it when you call, but just in case you don't feel like calling or you're not in a position to call, then you can send us a message on WhatsApp using that same number as well, okay? Alrighty, so we are going to head into our next topic at this time, and a woman has found herself yesterday we were talking about a lady and some money issues and where the money gone, and then today we have another article, not exactly the same, but a little bit similar. Another woman has found herself in the news with a little bit of money issues. So a woman who won $280,000 a couple of years ago has now been charged with stealing $76,000. Right? So this lady won $280 from the lottery in 2018. Roleza boy, when will it be us?
Yeah. I am here wondering myself. I'm waiting to dream some numbers. I'm hoping that one of my ancestors will come to me in a dream with the winning numbers. All right, please. Super 6, please. Let's get a little bigger. On, Super 6, go big. Yeah. I ain't trying to deal with small money right about now. Anyway.
All right, then. So this lady, she won $280,000 in 2018, and now she's been charged with stealing approximately $76,000 from her employer. All right, she appeared before the serious offences court on Monday. She pleaded not guilty to a charge that between September 2023 and March 2024 at Annisville, she did this honestly with a view to gain for herself or another the sum of $76,000, falsified accounts made or required for accounting purposes with intent to cause loss to her employer, which is Grace Kennedy Money Services Limited. All right. She also pleaded not guilty to a charge that between September 2023 and September 2024 at Annisville, she stole $76,244 in cash, also the property of Grace Kennedy Money Services Limited. She was granted $8,000 bail, and the matter was adjourned and transferred to the Kingston Magistrates Court for Tuesday, which is probably today. If not today, then next Tuesday, but probably today. All right. She did not have a lawyer, which is interesting. Yeah. So just to give a little backstory on when she won the lottery in 2018, she was one of 3 winners of the $840,000 prize in this Super 6 game, right? So these was the big things, right?
But anyhow,
right. So she shared the prize with 2 St. Lucians, and at the time she was just 23 years old. Wow, man.
Anne said she had no immediate plans for the money. All right.
Yes. Boy, I find it really sad to see that she won that amount of money and then today she's being charged with stealing. I mean, a lot less than she won, and of course the line there that says she won it and she didn't have any plans for the money. It's really really unfortunate. You never know what happened. You never know what she did. But I just boy. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it right there, Roleza. I don't want to add anything
all
more
right.
just yet.
Yeah, all right. So at this stage, she has just been charged. So she hasn't been found guilty. But the charge itself, the amount that she's being charged with, is still a significant amount. All right.
Yeah.
This is $76,000 plus dollars, and it's just interesting. So of course, I am actually waiting to hear what the details of this case would actually be in terms of the details regarding it. But it's unfortunate that her name has now been tied to this.
Yeah.
It's going to be placed in the media now. Of course, we don't know whether or not she is going to be found guilty, yes or no. We have to await the outcome of that court matter. But it's I suppose what I am hoping in this situation, difference between today's case and yesterday's case, is that if indeed she is guilty of it, and of course I said we don't know, we have to wait the outcome. If indeed that she is guilty, that she upon winning the lottery about 8 years ago in 2018, that she does have some sort of asset so that this can be repaid. All right. I think that is my only hope, that if that is indeed the case, that she is guilty of it, that based on her winnings back then, that she does have some sort of asset that she can make restitution. Hi, Coach. Good morning.
Good morning. I find it funny that she didn't have plans for the money that she won, but she had plans for people's money.
Well, we don't know if it's a fact. Yes, you hear? We know.
Well, come on, you win 100, huh? 200 or something,
280, yeah.
And then, I mean, yeah, she was young when she won it, because, at that age, people don't think, she didn't think too much of probably. If she was in a business already or had some something to invest in money. That's why sometimes when you win money, you need a little bit of, we call a money manager.
Yes. Can't emphasize that enough.
Somebody to help you invest money. Because when you win that kind of money and you just had a money like that, all you do is spending. You're not doing anything with the money, you're just spending. And after a while, you get used to a lifestyle. That's probably what happens. That's my theory. She probably get used to a lifestyle with that kind of money that she couldn't hold it all on her salary.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, that's what I'm saying. If it's the case, I think she got used to a lifestyle that So when that money run out, she have to get that money somewhere else to fulfill that kind of lifestyle that she got used to.
Yeah.
So that's the first point.
Yeah.
All
right. Thanks, Kojo. All right. So Kojo is making a point there, and I think I said it before on air. It was something I always think, but we have another caller. All right, let me see my thoughts afterwards. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mason.
From one Mason to another.
Indeed. What's up today?
Talking about stealing, right? A little while ago, a lady and her 15-year-old son leave. I had my phone on the table, and no problem. And I always check my balance before I make a call and when I finish a call. I had $75 on my phone at the time. I knew that. Later on in the morning, I tried to make a call and realized I only have $75 on. Anyway, I called Digital and explained to them that I never make any call and $50 of my money gone. They were able to tell me 4:15 that afternoon, $25 was transferred from my phone to my friend's son's phone. At 4:45, another $25 was transferred again to his phone. You know, I couldn't believe it. So that young man took $50 off my phone, just like that, sitting there with his mom and I. And, I felt real good that this is and so on. So he told me to say, if anyone asks me to give them a call on my phone, I'll say, well, give me the number.
Yes, yes.
I don't mind, but I take their number and I dial for them because I don't know what to do with my phone. You know,
Yeah.
talking about stealing happened all around.
Yeah, that's an important story that you share there because I think many persons we just hand our phone to persons and expect that out to the you have done it out of the goodness of your heart and then they turn around and take advantage. So
yeah, the thing is before if he had asked if you wanted to make a call and you had asked me for a call, no problem at all. But he deliberately start there and just transfer the money on my phone today. Perhaps if we had stayed another 10 or 15 minutes, all would have gone.
Or you might have come the next day and ask you for a next call.
Exactly. At 4:15, $25. At 4:45, $25. So just imagine the other half an hour.
The other 25.
And how are you both?
Wow. I'm all right.
You sound good. Okay, then have a good day. I'll be back.
All right, to you as well. Thanks, Mr. Mason.
You know what Mr. Mason just talked about there? I've actually heard of several instances where persons have done that to the elderly persons, take their credit and send it to their phone because they know they're not, too tech savvy and they may or may not figure it out. They part of persons doing that.
All right. All right, let's do this call quickly. Then I'll get back to the other point. Hi, Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, my lovely lady. The way you said that.
How did I say
the other lady? What about the other lady? Or should I say something else?
She ain't come walk today.
Anyhow. You what?
She ain't come walk today.
Okay. That's a big face lie, You will call big.
Well, it's April Fool's Day. Let's take it in the vein of it being April Fool's Day, all right?
I wonder if that has anything to do with the behavior of the ULP government because they were installed back in 2001 and all. Who's there now?
When Pigeon said it this morning, I just kept quiet. It's just, I'm sorry. Just leave it alone.
I didn't hear Pigeons. I didn't know what went on this morning. Yeah.
But do we still hold that type of significance or look at April Fool's Day in the context of it being something negative? I don't know. I don't think so. People don't want to say they're born on April Fool's Day. it's just a day. Because
you make me remember something. I remember I met this pretty girl many years ago and having this an initial conversation with her. So I say, "How old are you?" And and I asked her what's her birth date and so on. So she says, 1st of April. And immediately that came to me. But after all those, she was the last person that really, when she said she was born on April the 1st, I said, wow, what a day to be born. I hope you're not a fool anyhow. And with all this talk about, you see, I'm glad that you all bring this story and women are making the news all around. There's no gender bias now, it would seem, in these things. There's no gender bias. And I wonder, and to me, as the women are more caught up in these kind of theft more than the male. I don't know. I might be wrong, but you can do some research into that. A woman can be working in the office or has some good job, and she finds a way of, robbing or stealing, however you want to look at it. So I don't know. That just came to my mind.
But many men came
thank
before,
God
so
that-
maybe we learn from the best.
Yeah, well, I could understand you trying to put in a plug or the bias.
Lord.
No gender bias when it comes to these things, especially with women. Long time, yes, the men had to take the blame because they were responsible. They had to face the responsibility. But now you have a partner, so whatever the consequences, she could help you share it too. You go in jail, I go in jail, whatever the case might be. Anyhow, that's just my little input there. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Steve. All right, so yeah, so back to this lotto winning story, or winning the lotto, and Kojo hinted at it as well. There are many times that I'm of the view that certain people should not win lotto, and yes, I am saying it, right? And the reason why I'm saying it is that if there are many persons when they come into a lump sum, and this is not in relation to the young lady, this is just me thinking generally. There are persons who do not know about proper money management, right? So you might win, let's say $300,000, and not realizing that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you have to make this money work for you for the future, not just for right now, right? So this is why I was saying that I'm hoping that this young lady has some assets, because, she could have probably been able to buy a house in full with it. I mean, you could still get a house for 280 and under, right? Or even start the construction and add on as she goes. Invest in a business. But there are just some persons to me that, it's because it's easy come, it also goes easily. And many persons don't stop and think, this is the only time in my life that I am going to end up with so much money that I did not work for. So I have to find a way to make it work for me. So I'll be very honest. If at the age of 23, she wasn't given proper guidance in terms of what to do with this money and how to make it work for her for the future, I would not be surprised that it has all gone, right?
Yeah.
I also noted that at the age of 23, you are a little bit susceptible to other influences because you're still young, right?
Yeah.
23 is still young. So, I'm not sure in her situation. Again, I'm just talking just generally, but I know somebody, you've won lotto, suddenly your mother need this, your father need that, your cousin need this, the neighbor who been helping you all the time. Start to remind you of all the times that they help you. So it's all these little things. And this is why sometimes I am not even sure if having the names of persons disclosed and images of persons disclosed works to the advantage of these individuals sometimes, because people just come out to the woodworks wanting assistance, and sometimes some of them might be genuine, but if you have to add up all of these persons who need assistance in one way or the other, you end up with nothing.
Yep, that is true.
And then persons, especially some family members, go turn around and be like, after all the help we help and all the support we give you,
trip.
You can't even give us this and you can't give us that. Listen, people out there, when you come into a lump sum of money, you know what? Anyway, I just saw somebody on Jamaica Glean, I think it was, who won some money, a significant amount. I think it's like 240 million. I guess it's Jamaican dollars. And on the ticket, that boat thing that they have, gosh, y'all seeing it? Just think about what's in them. Read it to my brain, right? That boat, that ticket, that check, the virtual thing check, right?
Check.
That's what I thought. Oh, duh, this man I fighting up. All right. So they just had his initial. So it's D, and I think it's Morrison. And the guy is dressed as a rabbit.
I like that.
So you have no idea who this person is.
That.
And for me, I always say if I have to win lotto, nobody ain't going to, because it's not me going to collect it, right? Just letting you know. But it's not me going to collect it, because I don't want people coming out to the woodworks and wanting this and wanting that.
And it's going to happen. And sometimes these people are your own family. And sometimes you have to learn to make some hard decisions, even when it includes family, because family can be them kind of people, right? Yeah,
family and friends too. I wanna
exclude
friends, but it's what money management people. I want people to be able to win lotto and that kind of thing, but you have to know how to use the money properly to your advantage for the long term, not just for now. All right, so
Yeah,
we will
that's
see what's the
sometimes
outcome of
that's
this.
sometimes some information that you gotta seek out. So if you didn't grow up in a family where that was talked about or it was even practiced, sometimes you have to go and find it on your own. All right, find some older person to talk to or somebody your own age who is knowledgeable about things like that, or
But
good old Google, perhaps.
But even Mr. Silly, because I sometimes when I see persons going to collect their winnings when they have the big thing, he actually does give advice to the persons, the individuals that he would tell them, well,
Nice.
I remember when the person won the $1 million, I think he said, well, something to the effect where if you use a percentage of it, you can just invest it. You can live off of the percentage. I think something to the effect of depositing the money and just living off of the interest, and you'd be good. So he does, they do try at the National Lottery to, when they have those handing over ceremonies, to advise persons, but so many persons actually
That's
take the
wonderful.
advice and so forth. But yeah, but dear Lord, I promise you that if you give me just one chance to win the lotto, I will not squander this opportunity, okay? Just dear Lord. Everybody say amen with me, please.
Amen.
All right.
And with that, we are going to head out of this talk segment right about now.